Now, I'd just like to thank Amachi, Rajan also, as well as Mahwi for giving the presentation just now. I'd like to thank Rajan for giving, I would like to say, a very thorough and comprehensive overview of the proposed 3 major road projects as well as tunnel project. Let's give him a round of applause. As Amachi has said, Rajan has actually worked tirelessly doing yeoman service in the last 20 over years. Quite indeed. He's one of the unsung heroes. And we feel that with that expertise and years of experience in MDPP, that finally we are using him to the maximum by asking him to focus on building roads and not doing something that is not, of course, useful in addressing traffic concerns faced by the Penang public. I also like to thank Mahwi for giving his views. We may not agree, but I'm sure let us engage with each other based on facts, not on sentiments or emotions. And it's very important that we argue based on truth, not unlike certain media. I'm sure you've seen one piece by Bruce Lim Tan in the Star. That's full of lies, I'm sure. No, she's a liar. And that's not good. And I'm suing her in court also because of the lies that she has made. I'm not suing her. The question of public transport enjoys the highest priority with the Pakatan PR government. For the last 5 years, we have worked tirelessly. We have worked even to the extent of reaching out to the federal government to try to get some form of public transport working. But as you know, ever since the monorail was promised in 2006, the promises made, of course, were not made to be fulfilled, but were made to be fulfilled. Until, of course, they resurrected that proposal that should they win, they will have the monorail. Now, we, of course, do not agree with the monorail. We think if you want an effective public transport system that is conducive to Penang, especially bearing in mind that Penang is a UNESCO World Heritage City, a tram would it be a more viable option. Bear in mind that we still have tracks, the old tracks that still crisscross certain streets. So, if we can get federal power, we will not revive the monorail, we will not build the monorail, we will revive the tram in Penang. Thanks again, but anything we can, let us try to engage. Because I'm here not to try to bulldoze or use truth, but try to engage in a discussion of the necessity of public transport. And I do not quite agree with what Amachi said, that our approach to resolving traffic congestion is by building roads. I think that's wrong, comment. Actually, our main priority is public transport. But over the last 5 years, we were unable to implement that option. We tried our hardest. We thought outside the box. You know that we even tried to set up our own bus company. MDPP has a bus company, which was set up under the old regime. We tried to revive that, but we were sabotaged and we were rejected by the federal government. We could not set up our bus company to run bus services because we were completely frustrated. We were fed up at the level of services offered at the time. Then, of course, traffic came and we felt that we had no option we had to support rapid connect. And we made the decision then, and that was one of our earliest decisions that we made. Chow, myself, we sat down and said, let us make a bold decision. Let us make sure there is only one company, one bus company serving the bus routes in Penang, and let's get rid of all the other bus companies. You know last time we had yellow buses, isn't it? What happened to them now? Do you still see them on the road? No. We removed them when they were with us over 40, 50 years. We removed them because we wanted only one company, Rapid Penang. And I think that Rapid Penang, despite its deficiencies, it has provided much better service, I think, than all the other bus companies. Do you agree with me on that? So I think in that respect, we tried with our own bus companies, it didn't work. We decided, okay, let's hitch our hopes on Rapid Penang. And we were very happy in 2010 when the Prime Minister, in one of his earliest speeches, when he talked about working with every Malaysian, including the state governments of Pakatan Raya, he announced that he would buy an additional 200 buses. That was then. Up to now, 3 years later, not one single additional bus has come. And there are only 250 buses, Rapid Penang buses, serving the bus routes. My friends, only 250 buses. Now what are we going to do? We try again. You know, Penang is the only city in Malaysia that offers free bus services in the heritage area. I think you are aware of that. Are you? Are you not? When you go around Georgetown, you can hop on to any of the buses, we call it cat buses. You can hop on onto the cat buses and you get a free bus ride, a free tour around the city, free of charge, never mind, free Wi-Fi for all. Is it true or not? I don't want you to just hear it from me. Is it true or not? Hearing the response just now, I feel that many of you don't take buses. I think that is a problem also. No, let's be frank. If we want to have a frank assessment, let's talk frankly to each other. If I don't agree with you, I'll tell you straight to you. That is the problem when you talk about improving bus services. Those who talk the most about it are those who don't take buses. Think about it. Please, think about it. And what we tried was, we provided free bus services in the inner city areas, free of charge. And I can assure you, the 3 buses that we paid by the state government, free of charge is paid by the state government. It has been very well patronized. Many people enjoy it, especially the tourists. Secondly, we tried the park and ride services across the bridge, from Seberang Daya on the mainland to Bayan Lepas and then to Balik Pulau. Balik Pulau, Bayan Lepas, Seberang Daya, back and forth. Back and forth, free of charge again. Cost us another 2.5 million ringgit. Now that helped. So we decided to even extend this statewide. We tried the pilot projects in the inner city, we tried the pilot projects across the mainland, across the bridge. From the mainland across the bridge, we decided to do it statewide. We offered 10 million ringgit to the federal government, Rapid Penang. Let us have free bus rides during peak hours. Free. Anyone can get on the buses, you will be given a free bus ride. The federal government refused to buy. Give them money, also they don't want. So you want to talk about public transport. It is not an option for the state government. We tried for 5 years. We tried for 5 years, and it is not an option because the federal government refused to cooperate. Now what are we going to do? No, I have my staff who uses the bus to tell me the problem with the bus services. We try to communicate, we let you know that they must improve. But when you are faced with a recalcitrant federal authority who stubbornly refuses to address the concerns faced by the public here, our only option to decongest the road is to build alternative road. I agree with Moy when he says build more bus lanes. Yes. You must satisfy two conditions. Number one, you must have enough space. And you know in Penang, ancient roads. We are a heritage city, mind you. These heritage roads are built not for cars. They are built for horses, cart and horses. Unless you want to go back to cart and horses. But these are built not for cars. So if you have a dedicated bus lane, you will not be able to address the problem. So if we want to have a dedicated bus lane, you must have alternative routes. That goes back to the second question. Do we have enough buses? You have 250 buses. You build a dedicated bus lane. How many does Singapore have? 4,000 buses. They can have a dedicated bus lane. We got 250. You build a dedicated bus lane. Most of the time you see it empty. And when the next time, you will still be blocked by car users. Isn't it? So, it must be a holistic approach. What are you going to do? You have said that yes, the holistic approach. That's why for the federal government to do something, that only we do. But if the federal government refuses to do anything, are we going to continuously blame the federal government? And that is our solution. Blame, blame, blame. Now I refuse to play the blame game. We blame them when they do wrong, yes. But we must come up with alternative. And that's why I think it's important for Marquis also to come up with concrete alternative. He has raised the problem. Yes, but what is a concrete solution? And I'm sorry, those solutions that is offered to the state government doesn't carry water. And finally, we have felt that the only way in order to decongest the central city area, to recreate the ambience of the old UNESCO Georgetown Heritage City, when you can close down certain roads, when you get enough space for trams, is you must have an alternative road so that you can have ideally Georgetown, the old Penang that you long for. The central district of Georgetown now. Can we do that? We can't. Why? Because we don't have the space. And most of the roads are required for cars to traverse or to go from the Chongqing Expressway to Genting Line or to Tanjung Line. Unless we have these alternative roads, we have no choice. Of course, I respect the views of those who oppose, and this is not the only consultation that we are doing. We have done on the mainland, we have done in various parts. Of course, this is a group that opposes apart from Penang, you know. I remember when this was first proposed by Sami Value in early 2000, that option of a tunnel, Gerakan supported it, no? No! Gerakan supported it when it was proposed by Sami Value. But now, of course, when we propose it, different story now. And when that was even mentioned as the third option, that was also listed. Now, we do not want to politicize the question of public transport. We do not want to politicize the issue of public transport. We want to work on the basis of what is best for the people of Penang. I appreciate Maui's view because he wants the best of Penang. Just as we, everyone here, wants the best of Penang. But I want to urge Martin, when you want to talk about being the best of Penang, remember, when you talk about that Penang deserves the best, it is just not the island deserves the best. So the people from the mainland, they also deserve the best. We want to move people. We do not want to move cars. And we feel that when you have these alternative roads, you are able to move people also by giving them alternatives. When you talk about the dispersal system on the third leg of the tunnel, you are able to disperse traffic from the island to the mainland. Why always think the mainland come to the island? Island also go to the mainland, but isn't it? It goes both ways. And that is why it is important that we also look at how it will also generate economic growth and progress on the mainland, especially the northern part of the mainland. So this is something that we hope that will be given attention.